Okay, today we're going to make chorizo chili pepper jam. So let's finally chop 200 grams of chorizo here. Sometimes if there is a skin casing on top, you can just peel that off and discard it because you don't really want to be eating that in this jam. Okay, dice it up as fine as you can. This is a good way to practice your knife skills. Plenty dice. Once you've chopped your way through, put that aside, and then we're going to need 100 grams of diced red pepper. Now, with all the dicing in this recipe, it doesn't matter if it's not completely accurate. The main thing is not to have it too chunky because you want the jam to have a nice texture for later when it's cooked. Recipes like this are a great way to practice your knife skills, so just take your time, keep practicing, and the more repetition you do, the faster and better your knife skills will become. Now we're going to add 1 medium shallot finely diced. Now the quickest way to kind of do this is just cut this in half like this and just run your knife down like this, and then you're going to make a cut horizontally through and then slice back down again. This is the kind of technique you want for chopping most onions. If you want to go ultra fine, there is another technique that I will show you for another day. Run your knife through the other ends of the onion, give everything one last final chop, and then set this aside with your peppers. Then we're going to crush in 3 cloves of garlic. You can finely chop it too, but this is just quicker because it's going to melt into the final jam and give you a real nice flavor. Next, we're going to pick 2 tablespoons of thyme. Easiest way to do this is just grab a stalk, run your fingers down the leaves like this, and the leaves should all come off. Chop it through just to get it a little bit extra fine. Then we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons or 5 grams of red chili seeds. This will give you a nice spicy flavor. If you want to add a little bit less heat, just add less. Then add a table of smoked paprika to your mix and half a teaspoon of salt. And separately, just measure out 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And you're going to need about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And finally, measure out 50 ml of sherry vinegar in a separate little ramekin. Okay, we're going to start sweating down our vegetables and onion and spices for about 5 minutes until you get a nice color. Then we're going to add the vinegar and we're going to cook that off for about 3 to 5 minutes until it gets nice and syrupy. Then at that stage, you want to add in your tomato paste and maple syrup, cook that out for a couple of minutes. That will just soak into everything. And then we're going to add in the chorizo, mix that all through, and it should look like this. And then we're going to add about a cup of water, stir that through, and then we are going to cover this and simmer for about 30 minutes on low. After 30 minutes, it will look like this, beautiful, glossy, and smelling absolutely amazing. Give it one more mix all the way through, have a little taste, check the seasoning, and then put this into a sterilized jar, and this will keep for at least a month in your fridge. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.